a fortune. Listen to Content is Profit wherever you get your podcasts. Curtis, say what's up to Fire Nation and share something that you believe about becoming successful that most people disagree with.
How you doing, Fire Nation? I'm glad to be here. The number one thing I try to tell people is you do not need home runs to win the game of money. Singles and doubles, consistency, persistency, that is how you win the game of money. Don't go for the home runs. Don't need the strikeouts, just singles and doubles over and over. That's how we win.
We don't want strikeouts, Fire Nation. We want you at the plate making things happen. And today we're talking about something that's going to probably catch a few people off guard: building your own bank. It's kind of a head scratcher at first, but I want to start with the basics. What is compound interest?
So compound interest is money that makes money, and then the money makes also goes and makes money. So it's this phenomenon of money working for you where you don't have to do anything. Your job is to get money, pay yourself first for my first interview with you, get that money working for you in a position where it just keeps hitting singles and doubles over and over and over. And that is literally the most simple path to financial freedom.
Fire Nation, financial freedom is a huge reason why a lot of us are tuned in here today. So I want to go a little deeper than the compound interest. What exactly is MPI, secure compound interest? What is that? And there's an account behind it as well.
Yeah, it's an awesome story that compound interest is this phenomenon. A lot of people think that compound interest is the same as investment interest. We go out there and we work and we put money in stock market and real estate and other investments, and that's investment interest. It's not exactly compound interest. And so I have this little story that there is this account that was invented in 1997. It's a secure compound interest account through life insurance. And people are like, why would you ever use life insurance for a secure compound interest account? This account has guaranteed security against any stock market risk. We all know the stock market's on fire right now. How would you like to be in a place where you have absolutely no risk to the stock market? Then you have a place that's growing your money anywhere between 7 and 12% interest on average. So you have the guaranteed growth, the good growth, or the guaranteed security and the good growth of 7 to 12%. That is our singles and doubles over and over. This account also has no capital gains tax on all your investments, all your growth. Anything you do, there's no capital gains tax. And then when you go to take it out, 100% tax-free distributions. The problem with this account is you had to have a $5 million net worth to even qualify for it. So it's an exclusive account that only the rich get to participate in. We all know that the rich have special advantages that normal people don't have, right? So in 2014, as an entrepreneur, as an inventor, as a creator, I said, I got introduced to this account. I finally hit my 5 million net worth. Someone came to me and said, Curtis, you got to get this compound interest account, this secure compound interest account. So that's freaking awesome. But that's not fair. Why can my family, my friends, all the people I know can't participate in this exclusive account that's been around for 25 years? So me and a guy named Eric, we end up taking the next 4 years from 2014 to 2018 to build the first exclusive MPI secure compound interest account brought to the public that has guaranteed security against any stock market risk, growth potential above 10%. You get tax-free growth, tax-free retirement income, and you can basically put in as much money as you want. Unlike a Roth IRA where you can put in $6,000 a year, you can basically put in as much money as you want, no access penalties, retire at any age you want. It's always people like, well, that sounds too good to be true. Well, it's been around for 25 years, but only exclusively for rich. Now, for the first time in the history of personal finance, everyday Americans get to take advantage of what the rich previously could only take advantage of.
Wow. And that's why we interview entrepreneurs, Fire Nation, because they see a problem and they go and they fix it. They see an opportunity and they fill that void. Now, I will just make a clarifying point. When Curtis said the stock market is on fire, he doesn't mean it in the good way, like he's on fire. He means it in like things are burning to the ground right now, because this is actually June of 2022. So whenever you're listening to this, just know that the market's having a tough time right now. So that's what he meant by on fire, and where this very secure compound interest opportunity can be very appealing for all the obvious reasons. Let's talk about infinite banking. What is that?
It's this really awesome concept that was built in 1980. And it's this concept that you can put money in a secure compound interest account, then have access. You use it as collateral. So you got this compound interest account, kind of like a bank. You put your money in it. The more money that goes into it, the faster it grows, the better it is, all that other stuff. But then this concept of that you can access it, or you can use it as collateral to access other people's money. We all know from real estate and all the other things, by using outside or outside resources to use someone else's money to build your wealth is how you accelerate it. And so this concept is that you can put money inside of a secure compound interest account, have outside access money while your money still compounds. You can then take a loan against it, use that money to go invest in real estate, in business, expand your business, all the while your money's still compounding for you. So it's a way to get your money working in two places at one time inside the secure compound interest account that has all the guaranteed security and the growth potential of the stock market. Then use someone else's money, OPM, other people's money, to go build your business, build your real estate venture, having your money work in two places at one time. Because if you just take your money first and go do the real estate investments and build your business, that's good. But think if you could add an additional 3 to 6% compound interest to every investment you ever do for the rest of your life. That is substantial. That can equate to millions and millions and millions of dollars of compound interest using the exact same money, but working in two places at one time.
Fire Nation, that is power. That is infinite. And we're going to be talking about the MPI Infinite Bank. We're going to be talking about building your own bank and so much more when we get back from thanking our sponsors. If you're a coach or offer consulting services for your business, then you know one of the most common reasons people don't take the leap into investing in your services is due to a lack of funds. If you're looking to help your clients with funding in as little as 5 to 7 business days, then Lending America can help. Lending America is one of the leading U.S. funding companies, having secured over $1 billion for clients at 0% in 2019. At Lending America, every customer receives a free underwriting consultation to go over their credit report. Then, if approved, they'll also get to work with an underwriter who will show them how to get things done with the least amount of time and money wasted. The process is easy, fast, and Lending America will guide your clients every step of the way. If you're selling a service of $10,000 or more, then Lending America can help your clients get capital for 0% to pay for your services in as little as 7 to 10 days. Visit eofire.com/lending for more details and for service disclaimers. I don't have to tell you how quickly routine operations can become way overcomplicated once you start introducing different software programs into the equation. And as business owners, we don't have endless amounts of time to be Frankensteining our processes. So imagine if you could streamline those routine operations tasks like lead management, employee onboarding, or even customer support. That's what's awesome about Zapier. Zapier makes it easy to connect all your apps, automate routine tasks, and streamline your processes so you can free up your time. We use Zapier to help us with customer service follow-up to make sure our community feels taken care of and knows we're here to help. Ready to take your system to the next level with the help of Zapier? Join the over 1.8 million people and businesses that use Zapier to streamline their work and find more time for what matters most. See for yourself why teams at Airtable, Dropbox, HubSpot, Zendesk, and thousands of other companies use Zapier every day to automate their businesses. Try Zapier for free today at zapier.com/fire. That's zapier.com/fire. Are you looking for a platform that's easy for your entire team to use and that also helps your business grow better? HubSpot is a CRM platform that's built to help businesses from startup to enterprise with tools and features teams actually use. Instead of wasting time trying to manage your software, what if you were actually uncovering customer data insights like the average time it takes your team to close a sale? HubSpot is here to make your work life easier with things like their Sales Hub. HubSpot's sales software ties all your data and tools together in one intuitive, easy-to-use platform so that you can close more deals without more tools. And their Marketing Hub, where you can build your entire marketing funnel to attract and convert more leads while keeping your sales team in the loop every step of the way. These are just a couple of the ways HubSpot eliminates friction, empowering your team to do their best work. Learn how HubSpot can make it easier for your business to grow better at HubSpot.com. So Curtis, we're back and we talked about the MPI Secure Compound Interest Account. We talked about infinite banking. Now, what exactly is the MPI Infinite Bank?
Well, I loved how you used the analogy of like entrepreneurs find a problem and they fix it, or they want to make something better. We've got Blockbuster and Netflix. We got the BlackBerry and the iPhone, and all those other things. This original concept of infinite banking happened in 1980-ish, somewhere around that date. And it was used in a whole life contract. Unfortunately, whole life has become kind of a dumpster fire. It doesn't work very well. It doesn't make you very much money. And the infinite banking concept inside a whole life just doesn't work because you're actually not having your money work in two places like it's supposed to. So what did I do? We said, hey, man, that's an amazing concept that you can have your money working in two places. but we got to make it better. We got to evolve. We've got to innovate and make it better. And so we launched this brand new MPI Infinite Banking Plan. The MPI Secure Compounding Account is a great retirement plan. It's used for everyday Americans to put in, $1,000 a month, $500 a month, $300 a month, whatever you want to do. But now for the investors, the business owners, the entrepreneurs, we took this MPI Secure Compounding Account and evolved it. So now you can have your money growing somewhere between 7 and 12% interest on average. Then use that money as collateral to get outside money at around 3 to 4%. 4% is the average right now. And then go do your outside investment. So right now, we launched the MPI Infinite Banking Plan. It takes the whole life plan that is outdated, doesn't really work anymore, doesn't make very much money. Still a great concept. It was just outdated. So we launched it. Now you can have your money working 7 to 12% on average and go get the investment interest. You add those together. That is a very awesome path to financial freedom where you have your money working for you, secure. And the most important part is this. If your money's already making around 7 to 12% interest on average, a lot of investors and entrepreneurs, we force investments or we force business expansion because we think we need to make more money, right? Well, if you have your money already making 7 to 12% interest, you now get to be selective. You now get to be methodical with your business expansion, very selective with your real estate deals because your money's compounding for you, already making you this amazing path to financial freedom, and the investment becomes the add-on. Everyone does it a little bit backwards. They go do the investment, and then we try to do a compound interest account. Now that the MPI Secure Compound Interest Account is available, this thing that was exclusively only to rich people, now go get your money there and then make your investments the add-on to expand your financial freedom and your wealth.
Fire Nation, I hope you're listening to this because this is fascinating stuff. It's giving you control. It's putting you in charge of your wealth. Now, we did have that very interesting title, Curtis, which was How to Build Your Own Bank. What exactly does that title mean, and why should Fire Nation build their own bank?
Exactly. How do banks make money? They get outside money. They use it to expand. They use it to make compound interest, right? And so I'm going to give you an example of building my own bank because I have my own bank right now. It is one of the most amazing assets I own. I put away a lot of money. I save it. It's accessible. It's liquid. There's no penalty to access it, unlike the 401k, Roth IRA, those different things that we put our retirement plan in. So now you have this place that you can put money in. You can't oversave because it's available to you. So you put money away. You put money away. When that selective investment comes up, or you need to expand your business, buy machinery, doctor, dentist, need to buy the new X-ray machine. You now have this bank that you've built that is making you 7 to 12% interest on average. It's sitting there. It's growing for you. Now you have access to that money to use as to go buy your things, go do your investments while it's still making that compound interest for you. So when in my situation, I had this piece of property and I'm going to go build a house, right? It was for sale for $1.5 million. I go in, and when you have cash in hand and you have money available to you, I went in and said, you know what? I don't really need it right now, but if you wanted to sell it, I'll sell it. I'll buy it from you for $800,000 in cash. I had a lot more money in my bank. I'm sitting there. The guy's like, no, I'm going to get $1.5 million for it. Okay, go do your thing. 2-3 months later, he calls me up. He goes, if you can do it in cash, we'll do the deal. I was able to buy this property for $800,000 in cash that now appraises over $2 million because I had instant liquidity to my money, no credit checks, no hard money lenders, no origination fees, all those things that are so hard in a bank. Any entrepreneurs know if you've ever gone to a bank to try to get a small business loan, nearly impossible. I was making millions of dollars a year and they still denied my small business loan.
Wow.
Because it's so impossible. But if you're making 1, 2, 3, 400,000 a year, save half of it, save 100 grand, start building your bank. And now you have immediate accessibility to money anytime while it's protected from stock market risk, while it's growing at 7 to 12% interest. And there are no credit checks, no access. And while you then go use that money to go do your investments, it's still compounding for you. You now have your money working in 2 places, no bank, no trying to go do all the different, loopholes or all the red tape and stuff in order to get money. You now built it that you have immediate accessibility. And then the best part is this, you've got to treat it like a bank. If you went and got a loan from a bank for $500,000, what would you have to do to the bank? Pay them back, right? And interest. You start paying yourself the interest. it is a loan. You write it to your business. You're going to charge 5, 10% or whatever you want to charge to your bank or charge to your client, which is yourself, and you pay back your interest. You have credit card debt, pay it off, pay yourself back the 24%. So you've created this new entity that is this cash flow cow that just you keep putting more and more money into it. It's compounding for you. Every time you need money, you access it and then pay yourself back. And within 5 to 10 years, there could be millions of dollars inside this account that completely protect your business. The number one reason why businesses go out of business is cash flow. Not because they're not profitable, not because they're not a good business, but because of cash flow. And if you start preparing right now, and it does take 1, 2, 3 years before you start having a lot of money in this bank, when that day happens and you need immediate liquidity, you have it available to you while it's still making you money.
Build a cash flow cow, Fire Nation. With instant liquidity, build your bank. Who is the MPI Infinite Bank best suited for? Let's start talking about specific people, individuals, entrepreneurs, small business owners that this really makes sense for.
Yeah, the original concept was designed for real estate investors because real estate investors, obviously, we know we got capital gains tax, we got all these things, and they're making large lump sums of money typically. So if you go start putting money inside of an MPI Infinite Banking plan, you now, every time you get that selective investment, and you don't want to go hard money at 14 to 18%, you know a bank's going to be very difficult 30 to 60 days with tons of fees inside of that. You've now built, like you just said, your cash flow cow that's got $500,000 that you've built. Hey, I can go take money, buy something in cash, get the best deals, the lowest price, the maximum return on your money, while it's still making you that 7 to 12% interest. So that's the first person's real estate investors. But like I just said, I really love talking to entrepreneurs. We don't plan for the future very well. Entrepreneurs are typically thinking day by day, right? We got to go, we're building it, we're excited, and we're not thinking about the future. Up to 95% of all small businesses end up going out of business in the first 25 years. 25 years is kind of like if you make it past 25 years, you've made it. But in that first 25 years, they typically go out of business. And the number one reason is not profitability, but cash flow. They're making money, but they got money out in AR, accounts receivables, they've got payroll. If you can start shoveling off 25 to 50% of your net profits right now, in a bank it's your own bank, it's making you 7 to 12% interest, so it's not lost. It doesn't cost you anything. It's an asset that you're building. And now it's making money for you. It's making money for you. Keep putting away 25 to 50% of your net profits after you paid yourself and things like that. Within 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that could be $1 million, $2 million, $5 million inside this account. And then when that day hits, and it all hits, we saw it during COVID, how many businesses went out of business. We see it when big 2008, what's happening right now in the stock market and things like that. You've now looked and said, wow, I am so glad I built my own bank because I need cash flow right now. I need to be able to survive. I need to weather the storm of the next 6 to 12 months because of A, B, and C reason. And that is how you avoid going out of business. So many people look at a business as a day by day, that's my retirement plan. And 95% of the time, it does not work out for you because of cash flow. And we're going to fix that problem for you. We're going to help you build your own bank, understand how you get your money working for you. Instead of sitting idle in a bank account, why would you ever let the bank be making all the interest? That's all that's happening when you have a bank account. They love when your money's in a bank account because they go take it, leverage it, and go make the 7 to 12% interest. Today's the day that you start making the interest. Today's the day that you do not have to go through the red tape of banking. You are your own bank. You build it today. And then when that moment happens 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, and you need that money liquid immediately, you're going to look back and say, that was the single best business decision I ever made in my life.
Fire Nation, wow. A lot of opportunities here, a lot of exciting things. Curtis, bring this home strong. What's the one key takeaway you really want to make sure Fire Nation gets from our entire conversation today? Give us a call to action about how we can find out more about you, anything you want to add there, and then we'll say goodbye.
Absolutely. Your money has so much power to work for you. Unfortunately, the financial system has taught you to go do things that are better for the financial system, not for you. Get your money working for you. From my first podcast I did with John, it was all about pay yourself first. Pay your business first. Pay yourself first. Get your money working for you. And then through all the features and benefits of no market risk, growth potential 7 to 12%, immediate liquidity, no capital gains tax on all your growth, and then tax-free retirement income at any age, That is how you produce financial freedom. If you want to look at, see if you're even a good candidate for MPI, the MPI Infinite Banking Plan. Not everyone's a good candidate, but if you want these exclusive things and you're ready right now to build your bank, pay yourself first, pay your business first, and get these things rolling, you can find me on social media, on Instagram at I am Curtis Ray, or on TikTok. I'm big on TikTok, 1.5 million followers and verified there at Curtis Ray. But my website, go to my website. It's compoundinterest.com. Of course, I own compoundinterest.com. I believe in compound interest. It is money making money. It is your money working for you. It will be the single most important decision you ever make in your whole life regarding your personal finances. You do not need home runs. You need singles and doubles over and over and over. And when you get to that point where you're ready to hit financial freedom, and financial freedom is not about having a lot of money. It's about having freedom of time and the money enough to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. And the only way you do that is through security, secure compound interest, money making money for you. Go to compoundinterest.com. We have live people who answer the chat. We're available. We've got over 100 MPI certified advisors across the country that are ready and willing, 100% free of charge. 100% free of charge to make that happen, so that you never need to worry if what does it cost? Everything we do is absolutely free of charge. And then also, just a quick reminder, I did write 2 books on this, absolutely best-selling books. I give them away for free to every single person who wants one. If you text the word book to the number 30500, I'll send you the PDF and the ebook and audiobook free of charge. We want to make sure that every single American has the opportunity of first learning what compound interest is. You got to learn. Albert Einstein is quoted saying compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. Second, build your MPI Infinite Banking Plan or your MPI Secure Compound Interest Account for retirement. And then third, be consistent, be disciplined, pay yourself first. Make sure you are the first person who's receiving the benefit from all your hard work. And you will look back and say, best financial decision of my life. Compound interest for the win.
Fire Nation, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You've been hanging out with CR and JLD today, so keep up that heat. Head over to eofire.com and just type Curtis in the search bar. His show notes page will pop up with everything we've talked about here today. And you want to visit compoundinterest.com. And Curtis, one more time, give us that number to text for your free books.
If you like my free books, text book, BOOK, to the number 30500. Absolute free copies of my best-selling books, Everyone Ends Up Poor and The Lost Science of Compound Interest. Give you the ebook and audiobook. Today's the day to learn about compound interest.
Awesome, Curtis. Thanks for that. And I know you have one more call to action for Fire Nation, so take it away.
If you're interested in learning more about the MPI Secure Compound Interest Account or building your own MPI Infinite Bank, text me the word FIRE, just like Entrepreneurs on Fire, to the number 30500. And we offer absolute no-cost one-on-one so we can review your goals, see if you're a good candidate for the MPI strategy, and build the financial freedom you're looking for. So once again, text the word FIRE to the number 30500.
Curtis, thank you for sharing your truth, knowledge, value with Fire Nation today. For that, we salute you, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Thank you.
Hey, Fire Nation. Today's Value Bomb content was brought to you by Curtis. And Fire Nation, successful entrepreneurs accomplish big goals. That's why I created the Freedom Journal to guide you in accomplishing your number one goal in 100 days. And we're talking step by step. Visit thefreedomjournal.com, and I'll catch you there, or I'll catch you on the flip side. What's something that every business owner needs to grow and scale, but not a lot have? Funding. If you're looking to fund your business with 0% interest, then Lending America can help. Visit eofire.com/lending for more details and for service disclaimers. Discover the secrets and strategies to turn your content into profit with hosts Luis and Fonzie Camejo as they discuss topics like the how to be nice principle that's costing you a fortune. Listen to Content is Profit wherever you get your podcasts.